There's no shortage of amazing buildings out there in the world. From museums to skyscrapers, some of the best designers and architects in the world have managed to put together truly creative masterpieces. Join me as we take a look at the top 15 most twisty buildings. Number 15. Generali Tower. Architect Frank Gehry is no stranger to odd designs, so it should come as no surprise that his building, the Generali Tower in Hanover, Germany, is making an appearance on our list. This twisty, topsy-turvy 9-story building also comes with an interesting story. The main materials for the Generali Tower are steel and was built on special order of the Hanover Transport Company, and the twisting design initially had some sort of functional significance. The Generali Tower is an office building, and so the twisting shape maximizes the amount of space in the building. Construction began in 1999 and surprisingly only took 2 years to finish, and the office center was ready to go in June of 2001. Frank Gehry began creating a model at 1:100 scale using advanced software for the time, allowing builders to erect the building as safely as possible, but also adding to its futuristic look. The Generali Tower is still standing in the street of Hanover today and is easily one of the most exciting and attractive, albeit oddly shaped buildings in the area. Number 14. Cayan Tower. Dubai is home to some of the latest and greatest skyscrapers in the world, and the Cayan Tower really takes the cake. Situated in the Marina area, the Cayan Tower is a 73-story residential skyscraper, slowly twisting its way up to the stars. Standing tall at over 1,000 feet high, the Cayan Tower is not only one of the most twisted buildings, but also one of the 10 tallest residential buildings in the world. The shape of this massive tower just looks like a long drill and is one of the marina's best sights, especially at night when thousands of lights shine brightly from the windows of each apartment that overlooks the Palm Jumeirah Island. The project was so incredibly ambitious and well thought out that it garnered multiple architectural awards like the International Property Award, and it deserves every accolade it's been given because the Cayan Tower has been through a lot. Construction began in 2006, and less than a year later the foundations were completely flooded by the waters of the Jebel Ali harbor. Construction came to a grinding halt until 2008, and the Cayan Tower was finally opened in June of 2013. Number 13. Evolution Tower. The Moscow city skyline is one of the most elegant in the world, in large part to the Evolution Tower. Considered one of the best-looking buildings in the capital city, the Evolution Tower sets itself apart from other skyscrapers with its twisting double helix design, making it look like part of the city's DNA. This twisted tower is 738 feet tall, complete with 48 floors, and twists by more than 150 degrees from top to bottom. To achieve this feat of contortion, each floor is rotated relative to the one below by 3 degrees. Each but its central columns are all perfectly vertical along the entire building. This geometric design is held up with 4 supports at the top of the building. It's crowned with 2 asymmetrical arches spanning 135 feet, bringing together the opposing sides of the building to form an infinity. The Evolution Tower truly lives up to its name, symbolizing the ever-changing course of human history while paying homage to our anatomical beginnings. The curved glazing, along with the building's mirrored glass and constant slopes on the corners, not only creates an amazing optical illusion, but also reflect the views and lights of Moscow. Naturally, since its opening in 2015, the Evolution Tower has earned plenty of prestigious awards, both within Russia and internationally as well. Number 12. The F&F Tower. Standing just under 800 feet high is Panama City's F&F Tower. Without a doubt the most extravagant building in the nation's capital, the F&F Tower rotates a full 360 degrees. Completed in 2011, this twisting tower houses 52 stories, with the facade of each floor adorned with mirrored tiles that reflect the light in literally every direction when the sun is up. As you can see, the structure of Latin America's first spiral building is incredibly complex, and when the project was initially in the works, the shape was just a theoretical concept, with very few of the builders planning on this wild design. But thanks to the talent of local architects, this dream was made a reality. Because of the difficulty of the design, the architects had zero room for error and needed to implement the project on their first attempt. And luckily, they succeeded with flying colors, literally, because the F&F Tower is built of reinforced concrete and the aforementioned glass is a shimmering emerald color. Number 11. Tijaria Tower. A popular tourist destination in Kuwait, the Al Tijaria Tower sits in the shopping center after which it's named and is one of the best-looking twisting skyscrapers in the world. Completed in 2009, the Al Tijaria Tower is 715 feet high and has a rotation of 80 degrees with a design inspired by a simple spiral, and completely towers over the rest of the low-rise neighborhood. And while the Al Tijaria Tower is certainly known for its design, it's still perhaps better known for its interiors. The skyscraper has a one-of-a-kind atrium decorated with gorgeous vertical gardens and an illumination system making it feel like a towering oasis. The building has 41 stories, 2 of which are underground and are home to a plethora of specialty shops, restaurants, and offices. Imagine coming to the Al Tijaria Tower every day for work. That'd be awesome. The tower was designed and built by Noor Limited and Al Jazeera Consultants and consists of protruding floor slabs that move clockwise on each floor, which helps to give the tower its amazing shape. Number 10. United Tower. Standing 656 feet tall with 50 stories is the United Tower in the city of Manama. Another building with a drill shape, the United Tower looks like it's trying to mine the sky for gold. But perhaps the design really pays homage to the oil-rich region where much of the wealth comes from. Built through a joint effort between 2 major architectural companies, Ahmed Al-Qaid Construction and Cooperation Investment House, the United Tower cost about $2.5 billion US to build and was built on a specially created man-made island in the Bay of Bahrain. There aren't many towers in the world so extravagant that they call for their own island to be made. But the tower is also known to both locals and out-of-towners alike as the home to the Wyndham Hotel Group, a luxury hotel that takes up 14 floors of the building, and one of the best ways to experience the United Tower is from within one of those rooms, all of which come with panoramic windows. The top floors of the hotel are home to bars and restaurants, making it the perfect place to unwind after a long day from the people below. Number 9. Turning Torso. One of the most famous towers in all of Sweden, the Turning Torso in Malmö, has a unique story. It wasn't even originally intended to be built at all. Born by accident, the Turning Torso came from the mind of famous architect and sculptor Santiago Calatrava as part of a competition for the construction of the Öresund Bridge. But on the brochure for the event was Calatrava's sculpture called the Turning Torso, which garnered him a bit more attention than he had planned, and he was invited to create a building based on his twisted idea. Construction began in 2001 and lasted until 2005, and despite being twice as expensive as was originally planned, it went off without a hitch, and the Turning Torso was filled with luxury apartments that were quickly rented out. This skyscraper consists of 9 oddly shaped 5-story blocks with a 90-degree clockwise rotation. Standing at 626 feet tall, the Turning Torso became the tallest building in Northern Europe, and it's one of the biggest attractions of the Malmö skyline, and you can see it from anywhere in the city, and has gone on to earn plenty of architectural awards over the years. The first 2 blocks of the building are offices, with the rest going to residents who get to wake up to the best views this city has to offer. Number 8. Absolute World Tower. The Absolute World Tower is an absolutely amazing residential condo complex comprising 2 skyscrapers in Ontario, Canada. The towers are 528 feet and 587 feet high respectively and were built in 2012 by Fernbrick Homes and Citizen Development Group. And while the 2 obelisks of the Absolute World Towers may look complex to the untrained eye, they're actually a quite simple design. Each floor of the elliptical prisms is rotated just a few degrees clockwise, which gives off the headache-inducing sight. But the biggest challenge of the tower's construction wasn't just creating an impressive high-rise environment, but also making such a behemoth fit into the surrounding urban environment, which is what inspired the twist. The shape and design was such an aesthetic success that locals actually nicknamed the Absolute World Tower Marilyn Monroe in honor of the iconic actress's famed curves. Number 7. Generali Tower. An amazing skyscraper built in 2017 in the gorgeous city of Milan, the Generali Tower is 607 feet tall with 47 floors, including 3 basements with a total area of over 720,000 square feet. That's a big one. Designed by the architect Zaha Hadid, the floors and orientation along the axis of the Generali Tower are different from along the tower, and the odd curved shape is held together by the central core, which provides the horizontal resistance. But building the Generali Tower was no easy task because the overall shape could only be achieved by rotating and resizing the plan for each floor, making it a very painstaking building and design process. Now, if you stand at the tippity top of the tower, you can see a breathtaking view of Milan below, and the building's bend directs the upper floors of the tower to the southeast of the city, right towards the 15th century Santa Maria della Grazie church. Generali Tower has also been called Lo Sorto and the Twisted One, and was made with environmental conservation in mind, with sunshades, natural ventilation, and daylight focusing systems to minimize the amount of artificial light and power needed to keep the building lit. In addition to those, the building support beams also help to provide energy-efficient cooling and heating. Number 6. Modegakuen Spiral Tower. Of course, Japan is going to be home to one of the best twisted towers. The country's always been at the forefront of cutting-edge technology, and many of its buildings are no different. So, sitting in the city of Nagoya is the 36-story Modegakuen Spiral, which extends 557 feet high into the sky. The tower was built in the heart of the city near the main train station, giving commuters an awesome sight on their way to work in the morning, and they can appreciate the stunning glow from the windows at night. But the twisted tower that is the Modegakuen Spiral Tower isn't home to office buildings or apartments, like so many others on this list. No, instead, the Spiral Tower is home to 3 enormous education centers: the Gakuen Fashion School, the Information Technology Center, and the ISEN Institute of Medicine, making this the arena for a true meeting of the minds. The unorthodox shape of the building was designed with participation of the students, and so it has a very deep meaning for the residents of Nagoya. And much like the students of these different universities, the Modegakuen reaches for the stars. And because Japan is so prone to seismic activity, the Spiral Tower was built with everyone's safety in mind. A special vibration control system was installed at the base of the building, so it can withstand the strong earthquakes of Japan. In total, the Modegakuen is home to about 8,000 students a day. Number 5. Canton Tower. The title of the tallest TV tower in all of China is held tightly by the Canton Tower. The tower is a major landmark of Guangzhou in China, situated at the southern bank of the Pearl River overlooking Haixinsha Island. Designed by Mark Hemmel, the Canton Tower is inspired by the bones of the female hip joint, and so he created this building to look like a lady's slim waist, twisting as she turns to look behind her. It may be some odd architectural inspiration, but it works. Canton Tower is almost 2,000 feet tall and holds 112 floors, all separated into 5 separate zones, A through E. And while this twisting tower may look amazing from the outside, illuminating the skyline at night with its rainbow-like colors, the inside is just as spectacular with its shops, restaurants, entertainment venues, and of course, spectacular overlooks that offer the best photo opportunities in the city. If you do make it to the top of the Canton Tower, you'll have a bird's-eye view of all of Guangzhou, making it one of the biggest attractions the area has to offer. Number 4. Shanghai Tower. Standing over 2,000 feet tall across 128 floors is the Shanghai Tower in China. Just behind the Burj Khalifa in Dubai and the Skytree Tower in Tokyo, the Shanghai Tower is the 3rd tallest building in the world and was built as part of a series of 3 modern high-rises to symbolize progress and prosperity in the city. But it also is safe to say that this twisted tower was also built to show off to the rest of the world what the future of China looks like. This skyscraper has a unique look and is held together by 9 cylindrical buildings stacked on top of one another and surrounded by an outer shell, working as the core. Each of the 9 sections is equally as impressive on the inside, as they're home to beautiful atriums, indoor gardens, restaurants, shopping areas, and give easily the best views of the city from every angle possible. The Shanghai Tower has so much to offer that it almost functions like its own city. The only thing it needs is its own zip code, starting on the 100th floor. And while this fun-shaped skyscraper is a benchmark of modern Chinese history, the project was drafted by an American architectural agency and cost $2.5 billion to build over 6 years and brings in almost 3 million tourists a year. Number 3. Burj Al Arab. While this next entry on our list may not come with a twist, its design certainly is hard to miss and makes it stand out against every other building in the region. The Burj Al Arab, or the Tower of the Arabs, lives on an artificial island 920 feet away from mainland Dubai and is one of the tallest buildings in the world. The top floor of the Burj Al Arab is 648 feet in the air, but the actual structure itself reaches much higher at just over 1,000 feet high, includes a helipad on the roof. The massive curved hotel was designed by architect Tom Wright to look like the sail of a yacht. Construction of the island began in 1994 and required 2,000 construction workers to complete at the height of construction, and the Burj Al Arab was officially opened at the end of 1999 to sail guests into the 21st century. It's a 5-star hotel with some of the flashiest amenities money can buy, including an underwater restaurant. Number 2. Avaz Twist Tower. Easily one of the best looking and most modern buildings found on the Balkan Peninsula, the Avaz Twist Tower is a twisting skyscraper that absolutely dominates the Sarajevo skyline. The highest point in the entire country, the Avaz Twist Tower stands 577 feet tall, with 39 stories smack in the middle of the Marjan Devor business district. But what makes this contorted skyscraper so special isn't just its looks, but the fact that it was designed by architect Faruk Kabidzik, a Sarajevo local. This Balkan monolith is lined with gorgeous blue glass that perfectly reflects the sun at dawn, noon, and dusk, and is home to the local newspaper headquarters, as well as the famous Sarajevo Radon Plaza Hotel. But it's also become one of the area's most popular tourist destinations, not only for its spectacular views of the bustling city below, but also because of the restaurant 330 feet above the ground. Number 1. Diamond Tower. The final entry on our list doesn't totally exist just yet, but it's on its way to becoming one of the most impressive buildings of any kind in the world. Construction on the Diamond Tower in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia began in 2016, but was unfortunately put on hold in July of 2020. But what makes the Diamond Tower so special? Well, the twisting tower is set to be 1,400 feet high with 93 stories and will be Saudi Arabia's second tallest building, as well as one of the tallest residential buildings in the world. Imagine waking up every morning to the sunrise on the 93rd floor. But the Diamond Tower was also designed to twist a full 360 degrees around from top to bottom, making it the first building in the world to do so. When this super skyscraper will actually be done is anybody's guess, but it is without a doubt one of the most ambitious architectural undertakings ever. Watch our binge-watching playlist if you'd like to watch all of our most popular top 15 videos. Grab a drink, grab a snack, and get ready to binge.